Welcome in, pilots. So there is a new Mecha Break video that's just dropping. So I have seen some of it already. This is going to be like a preview for the upcoming beta test that's going to be starting, and I do have some news about that as well, later in the video. But essentially I wanted to go over this video just to see what new stuff they had, and also just to see what the community had to say about it as well. I definitely want to hear some communication in the comments, and go over different aspects of the video, because personally I had some differing opinions than some of the things I've seen about it so far, but we'll address that as it comes. But for right now, let's get into the video. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on in this new video that they've got going for us right now. All right, I'm really loving the quality of the videos that they've been releasing. It's pretty good. Limited access beta test overview. Okay, some maps. There's going to be some new maps. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, we've seen this one before. And just for anyone who doesn't know, I have been able to play in beta test since the game has been talked about. So I know some of you guys have also done so as well. So that's why I definitely want to see some communication and see, what everyone thinks about it so far. Mecha Shipyards, this is actually one of my favorite maps, actually. This was great for PvP as well. Actually, a lot of the maps have been pretty good. Some of them are kind of small, which can be good depending on what strikers you have been using. Overall combat update. Okay, so let's talk about it. There has been some improvements to dashing. Love to see it. So dashing so far has been a really cool aspect of this game. But before, it really did suck when you were just out of combat, or sorry, I should say when you're out of energy, because you're just out of combat just for so long. It seems as though that the energy regeneration is a bit better, not only just for dashing, but it seems for ascending and hovering and stuff like that. They have fast fall. Oh my god, Smash players are going crazy. All right, and I guess they're talking about it right here, which is the jumping aspect of the energy consumption as well. And there's also been some changes to the target. Increased target lock-on. Increased range for target lock-on. All right, Aquila mains are going nuts right now. Just so you know, Aquila is a demon. Actually, let's back up for a second. I want to go back and address some of the changes. So as of right now, when I had my opportunity to test, the energy system, it was still pretty good, but yeah, the second you ran out of energy, it just felt like the pace of the game slowed tremendously. You were just sitting there waiting so long for your energy to be back. So it seems like they have taken it upon themselves to fix that, just for the overall improvement of the pacing, which I think is a great idea. Oh, look at my boy Welk. I just love how thick and chunky he is. It's so cool. But so this is already a great change. This is something I'm not sure how fun this is gonna be, because it's sniping you from even further away. But to be honest, it does seem as though that there is a bigger map that they've kind of been experimenting with. So I could see why that could be necessary for that. So moving on to some of the other changes, I did see that there was a melee finisher in here somewhere. Did I see that correctly? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, that is so saucy. That looks so sick. Okay, so hopefully they go into further detail about that. Finishers in this game would be pretty sick. So hopefully we get to hear a little bit more about that. We did go over a little bit of this so far, so let's go into the next section. Okay, so melee mechanics, let's talk about it. So dash attack update. Direction can be adjusted during a dash attack. Other weapons can be used during dash attacks. Downward cleave update. Downward cleaves can now knock targets back and will deal damage to fluid armor. combat action update. Melee strikers will engage in more varied parry actions during close encounters. All right, this is actually one of the things I wanted to talk about more in depth. Actually, this is what you're seeing on screen is what I wanted to go over. So I dealt with this a lot when I got to test the game. I really got into a lot of the melee strikers and had fun with a lot of them. But what was one of the I guess bad sides of it was whenever you as a melee striker engage in combat with another melee striker, it just devolved into this, especially if both of you had been kind of adept at the game. You kind of knew when the other wanted to go for a strike, you knew when the other wanted to go for a hit. So you just ended up, non-stop parry, which for the first couple times that you do it is kind of sick, not gonna lie. Like you clash, you're like, oh yeah, okay, cool, right? And it's like a cool little respect moment. You guys both parry each other, you back up, it's kind of sick, right? But when this happens over and over and over again, and there isn't really a way around it other than, obviously there's the obvious ways, which is, wait for someone to miss, go in with the follow-up attack, or, switch to guns and just shoot each other. But I mean, outside of those obvious things, the only other way around this was if one of your teammates was nearby, and then that would end up being the thing that settles the fight between you two. It's just whoever's teammates get there first, right? Which I guess good, overall gameplay, good teamwork, stuff like that. But as a melee combatant, it just would feel really cool if you were able to utilize your skill and settle the fight yourself. Right, everyone wants to have that moment, that melee protagonist moment where you're able to just duke it out and win the fight yourself in like this melee duel, right? And the last thing I want to see is a rock paper scissors system enabled. Oftentimes when you see that in games, it can make certain players just feel cheated, feel like you just through just sheer unluckiness you lost the duel. So I don't actually want to see that in such a direct rock paper scissors way, but I would want to see some sort of variance, whether it be across certain strikers, maybe certain weapons that you utilized for the melee. Maybe there's multiple types of melee weapons that can be utilized that basically have varying degrees of that parry response. Maybe some are longer than other. Heavy attacks stagger you for longer or something like that, or potentially switching to a lighter or faster weapon after the parry can help you to get on the attack sooner. Or maybe something can be implemented where there's like a perfect dodge or sidestep that can be done where you can stagger your enemy by timing out their attack properly or forcing them into a stagger state by blocking at the right time. Something like that could be pretty cool. I would just love to see something where there is more of a skill aspect to getting these melee fights settled without it just devolving into just non-stop parries. That's just my opinion on it. Definitely chime in the comments, let me know what you guys think, or tell me if you guys have any other ideas of how we can actually tackle this whole parry system in the game. Combat special effects, ballistic attack upgrade visuals. Okay. Oh yeah, they've definitely stepped up how it looks so far. Definitely enjoying the tracer fire. The missile barrages look a little bit better. Oh, that looks so sick. Ooh, you can actually feel the impact a little bit more when it comes to the energy weapons on it. It did feel like a little like meh before. This definitely feels like an improvement. God, if those are just demons. Oh my god. Yeah, everything does look like it's stepped up a little bit more visually, so definitely impressed with that. New features. Okay, manual aiming toggle. Added toggle to enable/disable auto lock when using sniper weapons with customizable key bindings. Okay, so speak of the devil. All right, let's go back a little bit. So I was literally just calling the Aquila a demon, so this is gonna make it way worse. Now they've upgraded from demon to the personification of the devil himself, because this is gonna make them a menace on the battlefield so to such a high degree. Oh my god, like, because this is one of the few ways to defend against it. Obviously there's a couple other ways, but kind of avoiding their lock-on was one of the main things. But now that they can do this, just beware. Okay, stick to your cover, be safe. A very offensive and determined Aquila can be one of the most oppressive things in this game, and I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing either. I think a player that has a really good skill set and aim should definitely be rewarded in this way, so I'm all for it. The only thing I'm potentially worried about is the kit of the striker of the Aquila carrying the player a little bit too much. But if they, but I do genuinely think a player with good aim should be rewarded for their skill level. So I'm all for this. So this is a nice feature to see. But let's talk about the melee finishers, because these things look so good. So good. Okay, so after defeating enemy striker in battle, melee strikers can interact with the wreckage to perform a finisher. Are you like intangible during this? That's one of the things I'm kind of concerned about, because a finisher is all well and good, but if they're already dead, right, and I'm just doing this just for, you know, like shits and giggles, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it if I can just die during this, because that might not be a great idea. But I mean, like, sauce factor is always a thing, so I mean, I'd probably do it just cause anyways. I mean, how can you not? Like, that looks so sick. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm really hoping you're not tangible during that. That could actually be a really cool perk, actually, like by winning the melee fight you become intangible by doing that, or maybe you can heal a little bit by doing that, which could help you out, like to not immediately get jumped by their teammates or something. That could be a really good feature, something that I would like to see. But we'll just have to see how it works at launch, but these things look so badass. Ooh, kill taunts. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, so this is one of the things I was actually seeing people talk about. So kill taunts, all right? Pilots will receive a special video communication from the opposing pilot after being defeated in combat. I think that's pretty sick. She even does like this cool little cheeky little finger wave. I think that's dope, right? I don't see why people are having a problem with this. And one of the things I did hear being said was that people, or some people anyways, just didn't like it because they thought it was a bit on the toxic side. And to that, I can understand your reasoning for that, right? Some people are just trying to play this game, just trying to relax at the end of their day, and seeing something like that may trigger some people and kind of make them mad. But I think that's what's intended to do, right? But in a fun way. Right, and I think that's fine. I think this was in fact even a bit tame compared to what, you know, a lot of things that they could have potentially done. So I think this is perfectly fine. And I think what some people are forgetting is that this is not a PvE game. This is a player versus player environment, right? And any player versus player experience that you might have, there's going to be some element of trash talk. And compared to what could happen, like we could have this versus compared to the end of the spectrum, which is like old school Call of Duty lobbies, right? No one wants it to go that far. Some people might say they do. I don't think it needs to go that far, obviously. That's like a whole crazy new level of toxicity. I don't think it needs to go that far, but I think something like this is perfectly fine. In fact, I would even say that they could even further double down on this a little bit. They can, you know, have some customized, or not customized, but, you know, some monetized kill taunts. So you can purchase a couple different ones, like different kill animations, some different pilot animations. That would be kind of cool. They could even spice it up. Call of Duty recently added a feature where, you know, your mic can turn on, you know, once you kill a player or something like that. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to go that far, but personally for me, personally, in my opinion, I think that would be pretty cool, right? I just think this is okay. Even if we only get what's currently on the screen as of right now, I think this is perfectly fine. I think when it comes to trash talk, the more disrespectful, the better. Obviously, you know, within reason, like, you know, no one should be cursing each other out. It should mainly just be like a friendly rivalry type of trash talk. That's kind of what I mean. Obviously, you know, I'm playing into a little bit more, but I think, you know, this is perfectly fine. I think this is okay, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, or tell me if you guys have some other ideas of how they should go about this, or what is, you know, I just kind of want to, you know, see a vibe check of what people do think about the kilotons. In my opinion, like I said, I think it's a great feature. I think it's amazing. I would even love to see them go a little bit further, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Ooh, okay, weaponry update for the Welkin. Oh, my boy, the Welkin. So it's so crazy. Oh, wow. Wait, what is that? I saw like a giant cannon. Is that like a boomerang? Ooh, that looks so, oh my god. Okay, so the reason why I love the Welkin, oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. The reason why I love the Welkin, right? It reminds me so much of Char's Zaku. Like, the second I started playing the Welkin in game, and I had paint available to me, I immediately painted mine red for that reason. It's so sick. It's not, obviously it's not gonna be like the super speedster Char's Zaku or anything like that. You could probably build it that way potentially with like some of the tweaks that you can make. That'd be pretty freaking cool if that's possible. But just the appearance of it is just already so sick. And the fact that it has like that giant axe and it just looks and feels so imposing, it's pretty insane. But let's dive. I've been yapping too much. Let's get into these changes. All right, heavy assault howitzer. The original assault howitzer has been upgraded to the rapid fire. Oh wait, what? The assault howitzer featuring a large caliber smoothbore barrel for effective target suppression. Okay. We have a little bit of a faster fire rate. I don't know, I think it could be good. I did kind of like the other gun, but this just looks pretty badass. So I'm going to allow it, you know what I'm saying? Looks pretty sick. But I did also see some boomerangs, so let's take a look at that. A boomerang drone. Oh my god. It's like funnels, but boomerang form. Are they, wait, are they, I'm assuming they follow you if you move around. So they look pretty badass, but that's a pretty cool change. I'm here for it. All right, new striker, the Stego. Now, personally, I have not played this one. I know some people that have gotten into some of the other betas and were able to, you know, get a chance to play some of these new strikers. I have not played this one myself, but I've heard some things about this one being pretty busted. And let's see. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. Jamming diffuser. Oh, it makes you complete. Okay, that's pretty sick. Especially if they can do that while being in that invisible cloud. That's kind of wild. Okay, this is, holy okay, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Now, I gotta see how they're gonna end up balancing this, because like from what I've heard anyways, this thing just destroys people, and the fact that it has that invis like little haze is also screwing people over. Like, it seems like there's not a whole lot of counterplay to this guy, and that damage just seemed pretty insane. And the fact that there's multiple layers of protection, like not only that barrier but that defensive little haze, and then I'm assuming it has this crazy armor in general because it's like a heavy striker. That is going to be pretty insane to deal with. All right, updated gameplay demo. All right, let's take a look at this. Okay. It's, you know what's funny, I always think about like what new players are gonna think when they see this. They're probably just thinking, oh my god, there's so much going on, but it's like it's not that crazy, because I kind of thought that when I first saw the demo as well, but once you get in and play, you're like, oh, this is like, you fully understand what's going on, and it's not as insane as it looks It's not as overwhelming as it may look. Oh, okay, so I get my answers here. It does follow you. Oh, wait, whoa. Is that another question answered? Because there's clearly a parry clash here. And then he was able to follow up immediately after. Is it actually because his axe is like weighted a little bit heavier? That's interesting. I definitely can't wait to get in and see what's actually going on with that. That's something I need to get my hands on and test a little bit more. Oh, the Panther. The Panther is just so sick. It's like just metal Batman. It just feels so good. I'm in love with the gameplay of this game. Oh, look how fluid that is. He pushed him back with the shield. I can see how people are probably gonna think this thing is pretty busted because it does look kind of insane. But we probably just have to get in there and test it, see how we can counterplay a little bit. Because people thought this thing was OP at first too. I remember the first time I saw it do this little after image thing, I was just bugging out. I was like in awe of it. I want that ability on a melee focused striker so bad too, because it just looks so sick. I literally just want it just so I can like rush someone as the after images are going off, just for just sheer intimidation factor. It would look so cool. Oh, that looks so nice. Like the increased lock-on range with that is gonna be pretty sick. Wow, this looks so good. Oh, I'm so excited for this game. You guys have no idea. There's very few games recently that have come out that have made me this excited to just get in there and play. And then even after being able to test this game, I just wanted to play it non-stop. It was like crack. I just wanted to keep going. Okay, so I guess he's just doing like a quick little summary of everything that we've seen in the video so far. That's fine. So we may just end the video here, but I did want to go over a little bit more, just some of the other information for, you know, what's going to be coming with the upcoming beta test. Okay, so this is something else I definitely wanted to go over also. So this is the roadmap that they have posted for the upcoming playtest for Mecha Break. So as you can see from my screen, it's going to be starting August 2nd. On 7 p.m. PST. So for me, that's going to be, I believe, 10 p.m. EST. So I'm going to be starting that stream a little bit late, but it's fine. I'm going to be doing it day one. We're going to be there streaming pretty much that entire night if possible. I'm hopefully going to pull an all-nighter. Now, I probably can't do that for every single day, but most days during this playtest, I believe I should be starting the stream around, I want to say 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are available, definitely tune in, catch a stream, come in, say hi. But more importantly, the reason why I would love for you guys to, you know, just take some time and actually catch a stream is because I want to see if I can get as many people as I can also into the game as well. I got lucky enough to be chosen for a Steam key and gonna be able to play it day one. But I want to get as many of you guys in as well. So if you do have the time, get to the stream and turn on those Twitch drops, because we are going to be able to provide a lot of viewers with some Steam keys. I can't guarantee how many of them they're going to provide. I'm but a wee humble streamer and but a tiny channel for right now, right? But I'm gonna hope and pray that I can get as many of you guys in as possible. I'm gonna do whatever I can to do so, right? So if you come in, say hi, turn on those Twitch drops, you have a chance to actually get into the game as well. Now I do have to verify this via the Discord or potentially the email or anything like that, but some people might actually be able to get into the first phase during this as well. But even if you can't, you definitely have an option of getting into phase 2. So let me see if I can move my big ass head so you guys can see phase 2 also. So for phase 2, right before phase 2, there's going to be a tiny maintenance on August 9th, but following that, these servers are going to go live again on August 10th and go all the way till August 13th, ending on 9 a.m. PST. So if you are able to secure a key for the game via those Twitch drops, you're definitely going to be able to gain access to that phase 2. And this is the most important part. I want to see as many of you guys get in and play alongside me and just a lot of the other players that have tested the game so far, because that's going to be the best way of growing this game. And I also want to see what newer players who haven't gotten a chance to get into the playtests as of yet, I want to see what you guys think of the game so far. Again, I don't want you to just take my opinion of the game. I love it so far. It's like crack to me. Like I haven't had a game in a while where I've just so been so ecstatic, like itching to play it ever since I've gotten my hands on it. And I hope that's the same sentiment that other people have, but I just want to see what other people think about it, what other people want to see tweaked or change, or want to see just other things that come to the game in general. So whenever you guys have the time, definitely come say hi in the stream so I can get you guys a stream key if possible, and I want to see you guys play as soon as you can. So hopefully I see you there during the stream. Say hi in chat and it'll be fun.